What is up? Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different for me. It's going to be a hair tools tutorial? Not really. Yeah, so it's going to be, well, you've probably seen from the title. I don't know what I've named it at this point, but basically I am going to be testing out two hair tools that are pretty much identical and seeing if they give me the same look, as it were. Yes, so I am a big fan of hair tools. I'm much more into my hair stuff than I am into my makeup and all that kind of stuff. So I have like curlers, I have crimpers, I have everything basically. I think the only thing I don't have is straighteners, but I mean, I don't really need it. I'm not somebody who's ever done like the poker straight hair look, so don't really need it. But anyway, I have lots of different tools, and one of my favourite ones is the corkscrew curl curlers. I've been doing this look since about 2012, 2013 I think. I'll pop up some pictures. Yeah, I've been doing this look for a while and I flipping love it, but I've been struggling lately with it. I don't know what it is. Like when in these pictures I had a different corkscrew corkscrew curler than what I have now. I can't remember what brand it was before, maybe a babyliss one, I'm not sure. If I can find it, I'll put a picture here and I'll maybe link it down below because it was great. And I think it was only like £11 or £7 or something. Can't remember. If I can find it, I'll put it down below. Most recently, I've had this one. So this one is a Stafford one. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, it's a Stafford one. I really like it. For my length of hair, because my hair does come like longer than my boobs, this length isn't the best, but it's fine. Like, I mean, it'd be better if this was a bit longer, but beggars can't be choosers. But I really like this one. I don't know, it doesn't seem to give me the same look as it did in these photos, because that was a different curler. And as you can see as well, it's like flat. It's like more of a rectangle kind of tube. But I really like it, it's great. I think this one only cost like £11 as well. Fab. I'll link it down below in pictures. I got it off of Amazon, and you could probably get it off of Boots and stuff as well. I did get this one a couple years ago, but I really like it. However, recently, by recently I mean like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I got a new one from Babyliss. This one is £25, so a little bit more expensive, but it looks pretty identical. I'll show you it. So it is this one by Babyliss. As you can see, it's pretty much identical, except this is a cylinder tube instead of like a rectangular tube. It was £25, so quite a bit more expensive. It's not like the most expensive hair colour, but it is more expensive than the previous one. But it's like the same length pretty much, and this one actually has, you can change the temperature on it and stuff. The previous one can't, so it's just one solid temperature. But because it's like more of a cylinder, not a rectangle, I was wondering if it would give me a different hair color curl style. So that's basically what I'm going to do. So yeah, here are the two curlers side by side. As you can see, they're pretty much identical, like same lengths pretty much, except this one has like more black plastic stuff on it. So I think you get a little bit more length with this one, but not much. Like I said, that you can control the temperature with this one. You can't control the temperature with this one. And I just want to see if you can get different styles, or if you're going to get the exact same thing look going on. So basically, I'm going to split my hair into two, and I'm going to curl one half with the Stafford one. I'm going to curl one half with the Babyliss one, and we're going to see if we get a different look. Hopefully this will look good, because if it doesn't, I ain't leaving the house. Basically, I think this look does work better on ever so slightly shorter hair. Like if your hair comes to just about your shoulders, I would say this look always looks a little bit nicer on that. But I mean, you can get really beautiful hair with corkscrew curls if you have longer hair and if you have shorter hair. I like the look on me when it's like my shoulder length, but my hair isn't that length at the moment. So let's go. I'm going to start with the Stafford because I know how to work this one, and I haven't used this one yet at all. Like, I haven't played around with this one. I don't know how it works properly. I don't know what temperature I should be using it on. I don't know anything basically. So I'm going to start with this one, warm myself up and get used to it because I know how to use this one, and then we'll get back and I'll use this one. Okay, so that is roughly split in the middle. I've not done it perfect. I don't have a mirror on me and I'm not that fussed. One thing I would say is to split it in the middle if you're doing this like normally, because if you flip it over to the side like me, I prefer having like a side part. It works slightly better because it means you can get to your roots a little bit better when you're curling it. I would also recommend not doing what I'm currently doing, which is doing it on freshly washed hair. I literally only washed my hair like half an hour ago. I'm doing this. This works a lot better on dirty hair, so I would recommend like doing it on like day 2 or day 3 after you've washed your hair, not what I'm doing, which is on freshly washed hair, because this probably won't work that well. So I'm kind of setting myself up for failure here, but oh well. I would also say that this look looks a lot better on day 2. Day 1 is a little bit crazy, but then it calms down and stuff by day 2 and it looks a lot better day 2. So again, it's not going to look the best in this video. Also, I'm not great at it, even though I've been doing it for years. Let's just get started. So I have plugged it in and we are we on? We are on. So there's a red light. There's no temperature change as I said, so I just have to wait a few minutes. Which side should I do this one on? This side, I think. I'm also only going to do probably the front half of my hair on camera because it takes me a while to do this and I've still got a broken foot, so I shouldn't be standing for too long, and this is just going to hurt if I stand for a bit longer. So I'm just going to do the front half on camera and I'll do the rest off camera for both sides of my head. Wait for this to heat up. So that's only taking about 20 seconds to heat, if that. So I might just leave it like a few more seconds and then I'll get on with it. Should I do it on this side? I'll do it on this side instead. I'm just going to take little sections. I take different size sections every time, like I don't use the same size section, and I also make sure to curl it in different directions each time I curl. I also can't bother splitting my hair into different layers. That probably would be better. I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I don't know how long to hold it for now that I'm like doing freshly washed hair. Pull it out a little bit. Okay, so that is the first curl. First bit curled, and it is mega curled. Let's crack on with the other bits. You really don't have to hold it on for long at all. Obviously the longer you hold it on and also the tighter you wind it around the wand, the curlier it's going to be. If you have it a bit looser and you don't hold it on for as long, the curls won't be as tight, which can also be really nice. Do a few more and then we'll crack on with the other side. I also like to leave, like, I don't go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I don't go all the way to the bottom. I kind of leave a bit different lengths. I think it looks a bit nicer. I also don't go all the way up to the top all the time either. That kind of varies too. I think it can just look a bit more relaxed when you don't, because look, that's me leaving it on for 5 seconds. This one was about 10, and then that one was, I don't even know. So that is what it's looking like so far. Imagine I just left my hair like this. We'll do one more. And then we'll crack on with the other side. So there are a few of these sections. I'm going to curl this half now and show you the difference, and then I'll crack on with curling the rest of it off camera and we shall come back. But let's get the other curler out. Okay, so the other ones are plugged in now. Oh, okay, what does that mean? It's flashing twice.
Oh. See, I don't know what temperature to put it into. Oh, it's already hot.
Okay, so it's flashing and I really don't know what temperature to put it to. I don't know what's the best temperature. We'll just leave it as it is and we'll just curl these mega skanky short bits. Ooh, it's hot, obviously. So I want to see how different this is going to be, if anything. There might not be a difference at all, which will make for a really dull video. How long do I have to hold it on for too? Does that look any different apart from it being like incredibly short? What way did I curl that one? I don't remember.
Tuck, tick, tuck, tick, tuck.
We'll just leave that one on for that amount of time. That one's a lot looser, obviously, because I didn't hold it on for as long. Like, I don't know if I should have the temperature up hotter or if this is okay. I don't know. I'll leave some out again. So it doesn't feel that hot. Like, I can put that against my head. So maybe it should be hotter.
Who knows? Somebody who uses this curler a lot, I'm assuming.
I like the feel of it though. These ones look a lot more relaxed. These ones are really tight looking. And again, it might just be because I'm not putting the temperature up high enough. I look bonkers. Or I'm not holding on for as long because this one doesn't feel as hot as the previous one. Or the shape. I don't know. We'll do a few more. Yeah, like I said, I like to do different amounts. Like, I don't always take the exact same amount of hair each time. Sometimes I think it can be nice when you take quite a large chunk. I also like that this one did come with a heat resistant pad thingy, whereas the previous one I don't believe did. First ever set I got did come with a heat pad and gloves, which I really appreciated. Not that I ever used the gloves because I just found it really hard to tell. And you still got burnt through the gloves, so I didn't really understand that. Okay, so I held that one on for a lot longer. See, it looks a lot looser, which I quite like actually. So we put ready. Let's up the temperature a lot more and see if that does anything. We'll let it heat up a little bit. And then I'll grab some more hair. Oh, it stopped flashing. Does that mean it's heated up? I really should have read the instructions. I look mental in the best way possible. I'm going to assume the fact that it stopped flashing, it's still not flashing, means that it has heated up. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, these ones definitely aren't as like tight, and so far haven't gone as frizzy as these ones go. These ones do go quite frizzy and I feel like they knot really easily. I'll be interested to see if these ones get knotted quite easily because these ones still feel quite smooth, whereas these ones are starting to feel a little bit frizzy. So that is what the differences look like right now. I'm going to finish off curling the rest of my hair and then I'll come back and I'll show you the finished result. Okay, bye. Okay, so I am back. Both sides are curled, as you can see. This is the Lee Stafford side. And this is the babyliss side. I look kind of bonkers. I won't be keeping it like this, but I just wanted to show you the two sides separately before I mix them up a bit. What side do you prefer? I honestly think I prefer this side. This side still feels quite smooth, quite soft. This side feels a lot drier and frizzy. Like, I feel this side's already going to get tangled and I've only just finished curling it. This side has dropped out a little bit. I don't think... Yeah, this side has dropped out a little bit. With the curls and stuff, whereas this side has like stayed a lot curlier. I think that's just because this side I couldn't get it, I don't know, it didn't feel as hot, but I think that's why this side's maybe dried out a little bit and smells a tiny bit like burning hair. This side did get hot, but definitely not as hot as this side, even though when I put it on like the hottest temperature it still stayed relatively hot, but like not as hot as this side for sure. This side the Lee Stafford side has definitely like dried out a little bit for sure. I think I'd love to try a whole head of hair with this babyliss side to see how it goes on. But yeah, that's the two sides. What do you think? I would normally kind of wear it over to the side. I would recommend also not brushing it out because it will go into a big matte ball type thing. Just kind of shake it out a little bit with your fingers. I don't know. It'll look definitely look better tomorrow. If I remember, I'll come back and I'll show you tomorrow if I remember. Okay, hello. This is day 2 of the hair. I don't know if you can tell, but the babyliss side has reduced quite a bit. Like it's turned more into, I don't know, like loose waves as opposed to tight curls. This side has dropped a little bit, but it's still a bit more curly, still a bit more frizzy and knotted. I mean, some of this stuff, not all of it, some of this stuff goes over and was over on this side, so this bit, even though there's still a slight kink to it, like decurled pretty quickly. Like this was like this 2 hours maybe after I curled it. I don't know if that's because when I swiped over, it was in my face, so I kept doing that and kept brushing my fingers through it, so it decurled, which wasn't too bad actually. I think having it like uber curly wouldn't have been quite the look I was going for. But even with me running my fingers through the babyliss side of the fringe anyway, it didn't go frizzy, which I liked and I'm happy about. This side has definitely stayed a lot less tangled and a lot softer. This side is still a bit dry and has tangled and frizzed up a tiny bit, not too much, which is nice. This side, yeah, has just flattened out. But that's my day 2 hair. It definitely needs like brush or something, but I can't brush it, but it's like, guess what, we'll just go pow. So there we are. But yeah, that is my hair. What do you think? What colour do you prefer? What is your favourite hairstyle? And if you do corkscrew curls, do you have a favourite corkscrew curler? That was not designed for Scottish people to be able to say. Let me know. I think I definitely prefer the babyliss side because it just feels softer, and if it wasn't getting tangled, like this side was getting tangled as I was, you know, curling it. The Stafford side was getting like tangled as I was curling it, whereas this side wasn't, and I found that this side just felt better as I was curling it. I don't know, it's a weird one. Definitely going to need some styling. I would only put like heat protectant spray in it, but I didn't have any, and probably also hairspray, but I don't think I have any either. But this actually doesn't need hairspray, it'll last without the hairspray. That is my hairstyling video. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see any other hairstyling videos, please let me know. If you have any other suggestions for videos, also let me know too, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye!